So today is the second most exciting day of the year for Amazon sellers because we now know the most exciting day of the year for Amazon sellers, and that's Prime Day. That's right, Prime Day will be on July 16th and July 17th this year. And for most sellers, and certainly most of my Amazon brands, this is gonna be the biggest sales period of the entire year. We're talking massive spikes in traffic, massive spikes in sales, and hopefully massive spikes in profit for your Amazon brand. But there's some really important things for you to think about if you're an Amazon seller during Prime Day. Should you actually run a Prime Day deal, which is a hot debate that I'm gonna give you my thoughts on. How can you optimize your ads during this period for traffic and sales? How can you run ads to outperform your competition? And a little known secret I'm gonna get to towards the end, which is how can you actually flood that traffic and those visits after Prime Day is over. I'm gonna dive into all of this and more in this video, so buckle up. Let's go Prime Day 2024. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Heist, and this is a really exciting video because we're gonna be talking about Prime Day, which just today was announced is gonna be on July 16th and July 17th of this year. If you've been in the Amazon game for a while, this is really consequential stuff. It's the equivalent of Christmas early for Amazon sellers. About 3 or 4 years ago, Prime Day started to become a big deal, and I really didn't know how big of a deal it was until a couple years ago, where I really started to hone in on the strategies I'm gonna talk about in this video. If you put these little pieces into place, which typically is gonna take you less than 10 minutes, it can literally be the biggest 2 sales days of the year for your Amazon business. But let's start off with a hot debate, which is, should you actually run a Prime exclusive deal or not? So basically the concept of Prime Day is literally like Christmas in July, to get a bunch of traffic, a bunch of Amazon consumers excited about going to Amazon.com and to conduct their shopping. And a way that you can really maximize this is to actually do a Prime exclusive deal, which is gonna be a discount off your usual price, typically a discount off the lowest price in the last 30 days, and then you get a badge. What that badge does is it gives you increased visibility, it lets customers know that you've got a deal on, and it really dramatically improves your sales and conversion. But there's another camp out there, which is like, you know what, just take advantage of the traffic on Prime Day and don't run a deal at all. So let's kind of get into the pros and cons, or why you may want to do one versus the other. So first of all, for those in the no camp, exactly what I just said. They think they're gonna get a natural spike regardless if they reduce their margins. They're gonna preserve their price and their margin and just take advantage of some additional traffic. So they don't think there's a need to run a discount. In that camp also, which is really important, is if you don't have enough inventory to handle the sales spike of doing a Prime exclusive discount, you shouldn't run one at all. I'm gonna disagree with that first point, but definitely if you don't have an inventory position, this is likely not something you wanna do. So why am I in the camp of actually running Prime exclusive discounts? I used to be in that first camp. The first couple of Prime days, I'm like, you know what? Let's just kind of stick with the existing traffic. Let's run a little bit more ads and just see what happens. And I was happy with it. But 2 years ago, and the last Prime Day, I actually ran discounts, and it was insane. Here's a view of sales in advance of Prime Day in a previous year. Again, not too shabby. This SKU is running, I think it was like $500-600 a day, pretty down the middle conversion rates. But during that 2-day period, during one of these previous Prime days, running a Prime exclusive deal, things got pretty nuts. We're talking a 10x increase in sales, a 5x increase in traffic, and this is really important, a 10% plus conversion rate increase on both organic traffic and ads. So if you've got the inventory position, if you've got the margin position, even though you're gonna make less unit margin on every incremental sale, in my experience, the total contribution margin that you get during this period, if you run a deal and a discount, is substantial. I think you should do it. So if you're going to run a Prime exclusive deal really quick, in less than 5 minutes, here's how you can set it up. First, you're gonna go to your trusty top left toggle on the left side of your Seller Central account, click on that, go down to advertising, and then click on Prime exclusive deals. From there, you're just gonna click the create a discount button. It's gonna come up with this menu. You can select the SKU or SKUs you wanna apply a discount to. After you create the discount, you can just name it. I just keep it simple, Prime Deals 2024. Make sure you select that toggle that this is for Prime Day. Then you basically just add the SKU or SKUs you wanna apply a Prime Day exclusive discount for. I actually select the toggle and typically do 15 to 20% versus the dollar off. You can kind of select what you want. It does have to be a lower price than what you've had the last 30 days to qualify, so keep that in mind with your discount percentage. Then you submit your products and you're done. So regardless though, if you want to do that Prime exclusive discount or not, these next strategies are going to work across the board to maximize the performance during Prime Day. First things first, you're going to want to beef up your budgets for all of your ad campaigns that you plan on having active during those 2 days. The reason being, again, looking back at the screenshot before, you're going to see a 4x plus increase in traffic. There's a lot of people shopping these couple days. Your typical budget's probably going to run out by 11 a.m. Noon time if you don't substantially increase your budget. I tend to at least double my budgets, but if you want to be safe, do a 4 or 5x amount. So if you normally run a $20 a day budget on a particular campaign, make it $80 or $100. This is going to ensure that you don't run out of spend for all of those eyeballs that are going to be on throughout the day on Amazon. And you're going to want to pay particular attention towards the end of the day, whether it's you or somebody on your team. I would just take a look and make sure that you haven't maxed out those budgets towards the evening. The reason being is that your competition likely is going to run out of budget, and you don't want to be in that camp. You want to take advantage, again, of all hours during Prime Day if people are going to be shopping with your ads. Another ad tip I would say, and again, I used to only run sponsored products campaigns. We really started to get into the sponsored brands games using a lot of creative ads. When you run both sponsored products and sponsored brands, I've got some insight from the Amazon ads team, and there's actually a 31% increase in ROAS when you run both. So if you don't have sponsored brand campaigns set up for the products you're actually focusing on during Prime Day, I suggest you do it in advance. Run them in tandem. That 1-2 punch is generally going to give you a substantial improvement in ROAS across the board. Now, my next tip is actually a competitor hack. If you are going to be running an actual Prime exclusive deal, you're going to get a very specific badge that's going to substantially help with conversion rate. So not only is a lower price going to help with conversion rate, but that badging is really going to stand out for people shopping during those 2 Prime days. So what I like to do is have my team, or it could be yourself, during Prime Day, look at the top, say, 30 competitors that are in your category performing generally well, and see which ones do not have a Prime exclusive deal badge running. For those that don't, I actually create a sponsored product targeting campaign. I'll bucket all of those ASINs into a campaign just for these 2 days, beef up the budget, and I run as much ad traffic on those as possible, because you're really going to stand out with that badging on their product page. When other people are visiting their product and then they scroll down, they're like, oh, hey, here's a product that actually has a Prime exclusive deal. I'm going to click on it. So a little hack, take advantage of people that are sleeping during Prime Day. Now, my final strategy, I don't think a lot of people think about, know about, and implement, and that's actually brand tailored promotions. So if you again go to that toggle on the top left, you go into advertising, and then you go down to brand tailored promotions, there's a lot of really cool retargeting campaigns that you can leverage to actually take advantage of the traffic that comes on your page during those 2 days but does not convert. So let's say that you've got a shopper that's visited either July 16th or 17th. In the preceding weeks, what you can actually do if you have these discounts set up for brand tailored promotions is they will actually see a discount again if they visit the page later on. If they're on the app, they may be shown the deal. We literally see a 10x return across the board on brand tailored promotions. I've got a video here in the top I'm going to put up, but it's absolutely bonkers. It's literally the most profitable campaigns I've ever run on Amazon. So if you combine that massive increase in traffic, you tuck in some brand tailored promotions to take advantage so you can retarget those customers that actually didn't purchase during Prime Day, you're going to see an uplift. This is something I did in the fall. It's going to be even bigger with the huge traffic that comes with Prime Day in July. So that's it, guys. I hope you're as excited as I am. It's kind of like a kid in a candy store during this period for Amazon sellers. But you've got to do a couple things. Again, it's not rocket science. This stuff is, again, easy to implement, but be thoughtful about it. In the next couple weeks leading up, set this stuff up, and then during those 2 Prime days, make sure that you're implementing the strategies I talked about in this video. Hope it was helpful. As usual, I'm here building my own Amazon businesses and sharing what I know to hopefully help you build yours. If this was valuable, it's your first time here, click subscribe. If you're returning, thanks as always for stopping by. We'll see you again next week. Cheers.